5:36 p.m. Thursday, November 19th, 2020. Episode number 832 of UhhYeahDude. My name is Jonathan. This is Seth.
Hello, friend.
Hello, Seth.
Welcome to my favorite podcast, UhhYeahDude.
Welcome to my podcast.
Favorite podcast. Could you work that in?
think that would be too many syllables.
Okay.
Welcome to my favorite podcast.
Oh, see how you can do that?
I think you're gonna like it.
Thank you for that. Love how we get that. We license out that fucking new theme song. Everyone's doing it.
Everyone is
why can't we do
doing
it?
Yeah.
Oh, you're doing it? Okay. Maybe
This is my favorite podcast. I think you're gonna like it.
Love it.
Dun, 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 dun.
Enjoy it. I ended up on Eric von Markovic's Instagram page. You might know him as Mystery, world famous, world renowned, formerly world renowned, capable pickup artist. I'll say for a pickup artist, it's not maybe like a surgeon where you get better with time, like a fine surgeon wine.
Get worse with time?
And I think, because he was locked
It's like
into
professional sports. I mean, you can't play baseball forever.
Can't do it forever.
You can't be in the majors.
Can't hit 40 home runs every year. And when your pickup game was in the aughts, like the early aughts is when you were refining your game, and now it's
And was
2020.
probably maybe masking his age a little bit, or was he?
Already like...
That's what I thought.
Yeah,
maybe, right? Maybe a little...
Masking agents. Like a performance... PEDs he was using.
How many?
He's got 24,000.
Listen.
Not good. Anyway.
Wait, listen.
Not a TV show.
A lot better than me.
Not good.
It's a lot better than me.
I couldn't quite. I was trying to gauge these moves. Maybe that's what it is. They're so nuanced and so 2.0 that they're 2020.
They're new
concepts. They're new concepts.
Are they familiar? Are they similar to the old concepts?
No, they're a new set of concepts.
Are they more appropriate for the times?
Yeah.
Not throwing out negs?
No,
shaming people?
He's trying to touch. You're always trying to, you can't, I think he knows it.
No negs, no touching.
No touching. But there's body rocking. Body rocking is
physical intimidation.
Physical intimidation. It's because he's a tall man. It's hovering. It's locking
it's called
eyes.
Bodying.
It's called bodying. You ever play basketball, like street basketball, with the boys? You ever back somebody down, to the rim?
In the yard?
In the yard. It's kind of like that, but in a bar. You back her down into the stall. Yeah, the body rocking, it was a lot of movement because it's almost like...
This is on his social media?
This was on his... I went in from his Instagram into some YouTube vids. This was me trying to learn about compliance. Don't use that word. That's like... Don't talk about...
Not consent or compliance?
Compliance.
That doesn't sound like...
Duct tape?
Doesn't sound romantic.
Compliance. Seek compliance.
Submit.
Seem consensual.
Submit to
compliance. Back her down. Legally.
Put her in the post up on her.
Post her up. Posterize this bitch. We can't go to bars anymore. You know that, right? So where are you doing this? Like at a dog park? Where are you doing this?
Fuck.
Lock-in position.
That's what I call bars, by the way.
Is the dog
I'm
park.
going to the dog park.
A lock-in position, because you're body rocking, it's almost like you're trying to...
What, are you mirroring?
Like a king cobra.
Are you
like
mirroring
a mirror.
their
You're locking
moves?
in on that king cobra, and you're controlling it, not it controlling
So everything they
you
do,
strike.
you're doing?
Your venom strikes.
Spitting on
Venom spit.
Wait, so is it... Are you you're mirroring them?
Yeah. Well,
so they're like, wow, this person's like so in sync with me or something?
The commentary, they thought that
they were going to die. That their lives were in danger.
It's not that the woman was being responsive, but she was trying to get by the man, but the man was she was trying to juke
shimmy him.
But it's a lot of lower body calf work is what they... See, that's what
if you're not up for the... Yeah, if you haven't been training...
Before we didn't train the body, we only could train the mind.
Shook them.
But now, that's the difference. You have to train your lower body because when they're trying to juke you, you gotta like block them.
Break their ankle.
You gotta break. It's called the Ankle Breaker series. It's a 10-part mystery pickup
Very
series.
similar to yard ball.
It's very similar to prison hoops. So, ladies, beware. Be careful.
There's.
You still got to run into a supermarket every now and then.
Does he make a book? Does he still get books?
He's the books.
Is there anything you can get?
Anything literature, I mean. So yeah.
And is he still dressed like a Burning Man?
Totally. I mean, full. It's just
Wow.
crazy.
Wow.
Crazy. The brim of the hat is 6 feet to keep social distancing. So he's just wearing an enormous, the biggest fedora a man has ever worn. The 6-foot fucking circumference brim. So he can move his body normally, but the hat allows for the 6 feet.
Got it.
Hello. Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta
Run.
project.
You just gotta turn and run.
This is getting into the holidays here.
Ooh, I mean, Jonathan.
We're right in it.
I mean, into it. We're
pretty deep. The origins of kissing under the mistletoe.
Interesting.
This is a plant that often bears white berries
Okay.
and are often traced to a tale in Norse mythology about the god Baldur.
Ooh.
In the story, Baldur's mother, Frigg, casts a powerful magic to make sure that no plant growing on Earth could be used as a weapon against her son. The one plant that the spell does not reach is the mistletoe,
Interesting.
as it does not grow out of the earth, but out of a tree's branches.
So almost like a parasite is what it is.
So the ever-scheming Loki,
Oh, Loki's involved?
upon learning this, makes a spear out of mistletoe.
Fucking Loki, man.
The spear that would eventually kill Baldur.
Loki, okay. So Loki killed Baldur. We should have, Halloween 2021. We got that. We'll go like.
Is that mistletoe spear?
Is that a mistletoe? Wait, is this? Where's
Are you
Frigg?
Loki? Where's Frigg in all of this?
If we can get like ScarJo to play Frigg, we'll figure it out.
The connection between that story and the tradition of kissing under the mistletoe is unclear.
Yeah,
and it may not exist at all.
Like,
In many tellings, Frigg declares the mistletoe to be a symbol of love after her son's death
she loves him.
and promises to kiss anyone who passed underneath it. If that's an accurate version of the story, it would be clear how it directly connects to the romantic act of today. Historian Mark Forsyth says that it's not actually the way the story ends. However, Forsyth is the author of A Christmas Cornucopia, the hidden stories behind our Yuletide traditions, and has examined 4 Norse accounts of the god's murder and the events that followed.
Different
Baldur's
scenarios.
death involves mistletoe, but it's got nothing to do with kissing or with Christmas, he says.
All right. So, is Baldur dead?
One way or the other, it
Loki
all ends the same way.
Loki is a convicted murderer.
Loki is a ever scheming,
Convicted
homicidal
lunatic murderer. And what's Frigg? Was she kissing them with mistletoe and her? Was she trying to kill these people? Or I don't even understand.
No,
It's just in honor of her dead son.
She
Stands by his
spreads
grave
love.
and makes out with everybody that comes to the cemetery that goes to their
She's
family's graves.
making out. It's just
Mwah. That's from Frigg. Mwah.
one from Frigg.
Mwah.
Quick one from Friggy.
Send in your Frigg costumes now, and we'll start entertaining them
don't
for
know
auditions
if
for
I've
next Halloween.
I thought the whole thing about mistletoe was it wasn't a romantic act, that it is a loving act during the holidays. That it's more something that cousins do.
Kissing cousins, step cousins. Wait, stop. I saw that site. Crazy holiday.
Blackmailed
From
step cousin.
From the mind of step director Jonathan Larroquette comes his haunting new series for Vixen.
Step director. Naughty step director.
Naughty step director. My cousin's mistletoe.
My cousin Vinny's mistletoe.
My cousin Vinny in the mistletoe tribe.
Dr. Frigg and the mistletoe.
Oh man.
No, I thought it was more affection than
sensual.
sensual. I get no.
Yeah, holidays, everything is sensual. Or is everything no? We'll see. We'll see how it plays
We'll
out.
see this one. We'll see how this one plays
one.
out. This one I think is gonna get raunchy.
This year's Christmas is triple X. No,
You're gonna
doubt.
run into people doing shit in bathrooms and
They're
stuff.
like, what are you doing? I'm fucking in this bathroom. I haven't left the house in 10 months. It's a glory hole Christmas from the twisted mind.
Step director.
Step director.
Creepy.
Creepy uncle step director Jonathan Preston Larroquette. I'll tell you, when I want to see something real, when I want fucking drama, I go Mandalorian season 2, episode 3.
Yeah.
Is that fucking Bosch?
Don't ruin it. Don't spoiler it.
Oh, dog.
I'm banking.
I won't.
I'm banking right now.
Bosch steps in.
You sent me a screenshot already.
Well, dog, can I give you one line?
Sure.
Somebody in like a British accent,
There's lots of accents.
I don't get it, says
All
to,
sorts of accents.
says to Bosch.
It's a different.
It's like
you
an
have to
LA
understand.
homicide
It's a bohemian existence. The
space.
outer space.
It's all peoples.
all the people.
All accents.
All.
Yeah, because they were talking in different like gloop glops and languages.
Exactly.
Because I had to like jump through to get to it, and I saw some shit. Weird names. Bukan and Bando and Bikwan, and like, there's a lot happening. You can't just come in season 2, episode 3. I'll tell you that right now. This isn't
I
something you
wouldn't
can just jump
recommend
into.
it. I wouldn't recommend it.
They're headed to the cargo space. Bosch is shocked when he hears this. So
That's not his line.
no, so he says, how long until we clear the atmosphere and can make the jump to hyperspace? And I was like, well, Bosch, you don't say shit like that.
Bosch, stop talking shit.
Bosch, stop talking shit about the hyperspace.
Get back in your.
You're in a dirty bar in downtown LA.
Get back
Buster
in your
Perk.
car.
Get back in your Crown Vic. But in this world, Bosch had to fucking, I won't tell you what happened, but it gets,
Don't.
it's action packed. There's pew, 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 pew. There's a
You
bunch
won't
of,
tell me what happened because you don't know what happened.
Well, there's a lot of pew pews. There's
I
a
won't
lot
tell
of
you what
pew
happened
pews.
because I'm not sure.
The episode's called Pum Pum.
Pew Pew part 3. What is it? What episode?
This is season
3?
2, episode 3.
Yeah, so I'm just.
Episode 11, would that be? In the Mando universe, I mean. In Tatooine.
In the Planet Man.
He pulled
in the
up his
mandala.
Tatooine passport.
Mandalorian mandala.
My
in his
God.
episode 11.
Now, as he's creating this masterpiece,
Stop. Okay.
he's shooting the 7th and final season of the Amazon original series
Amazonian.
Bosch, the Amazonian Tatooinian special Bosch.
Okay.
Production is shut down because of a positive COVID test. So that's where we're at on final season of Bosch.
And that shoots on location here?
That shoots in the streets of Tatooine.
These Tatooinian streets.
These Tatooinian streets. Tatooinian days turn into Tatooinian nights. Remember the song Welcome to the Jungle by Guns N' Roses? It was actually originally titled Welcome to Tatooine. Now, I've got amazing television news for you. Showtime has got shooting a pilot, American Gigolo. This is an update of the 1980 film noir classic that starred Richard Gere and Lauren Hutton. It's a present-day reimagining of the iconic film.
This is a television series?
This is a television series. Julian Kay, who was played by Richard Gere in the original, he's being introduced 18 years after he's been arrested for murder. He's struggling to find his footing in the Los Angeles sex industry of today.
Wait, is it Richard Gere?
It's not Richard Gere. It's an actor that I think that you might be quite interested in dipping into.
Do I know this person?
Oh, you know this person.
Could I guess this person?
Let me think. If I said to you, Jonathan, Showtime has come to me and they said, pick any movie, we're going to remake it as an 8-episode series, I'd say, well, we're doing American Gigolo. Well, who do you want to cast? I'm like, this one's for Jonathan. Think about it.
But it's 18 years after the movie?
No, it's, I guess, I don't know what age they'll have him at, but they're taking a present day Los Angeles sexscape scene. So I need an actor. Give me an actor. I don't know his age. I'd say he's going to say he's in his 40s, is at the height of his fucking sexuality. He's an actor that you love for his talent and his body.
Oh
His raw charisma.
The Punisher.
The Punisher. You got it.
He's gonna punish that fucking
Punish
pussy.
that-
Is what he's gonna
Fucking kidding me? Whoa!
He'll punish that
John
LA
Bernthal
that LA puss.
punishes that LA pussy from the Twisted Stepmom. I mean, come on. Sometimes they make them for me, and sometimes they make them for
Sometimes
you.
they make them for both of
And
us.
sometimes they make them for both of us. Wow.
He's got a Gearian
He
qualities.
does.
He has-
exudes a raw sexuality. In the streets and in the sheets. It doesn't matter what you put him in. Giorgio Armani, no problem.
What was that movie that he was in with Shia LaBeouf where they're all in like a tank together?
Oh, is that some like David Ayer's World War II shit? I never saw that.
I never
one.
saw that either. I've just seen clips of it. Instagram's like, I don't know how I got in that flow, but
Well,
it's
they could,
like
like,
I get in
listen
those
to
like
you and-
cinema instas where it's just like
stills.
great
and-
scenes, and it's just like
I've done that.
10 seconds of Brad
It's
Pitt in
awesome.
like Tarantino movies, but it's
are
just
fun. Those
but
are good.
once you kind of get hooked,
25 minutes gone.
it's just. But there's also ones I've never seen,
we do that for
and then like
everything,
weird
though.
like,
What's
oh,
your
this
dust-
is the green screen, and this is the
Dust to digital, is that the? I mean, the ones where you just can like lose time. But
Dust to
those are
Digital's
good.
the music one.
Yeah, but those are. But the movie ones are good.
They're good. They're good.
You know. But if you give me a scene from The Departed, and then you jump to the casino, and then
Casino though, why is it always Casino?
'Cause they're
So
what?
many scenes in Casino, I guess, that are like
'Cause they're what-
legendary
Robert
cinemascape.
Richardson does it again. It's true.
So many scenes from Casino, and then whatever that other one is with Chris, with Batman, and fucking, God damn it,
It's four Chris's. Which
Jennifer
one? Chris Pine,
Lawrence.
Chris Evans.
Jennifer Lawrence,
Yeah.
Batman
Which one's Batman?
from American Psycho,
Christian Bale.
Chris
You call him Chris.
Bale.
The only one in the world calls Christian Bale Chris Bale. So there's 5 Chris's.
You didn't know.
I
you-
always see the memes. I forgot.
On the set, he goes. I mean, it's Chris.
Goes by Chris. So there's Chris Jenner, Chris Bale.
What's that movie?
It's Jennifer Lawrence and Christian Bale.
And then Bradley Cooper.
Fucking David, what's his name?
So anyway, there's those.
yeah.
It's Casino and
No, that one's not good.
But there's a lot of those
Lot of,
cinema
like,
ones.
big acting
because
in
it's
that.
like a
Yeah.
lot of people chewing up scenery.
Yeah,
in
like,
them.
give me that fucking couch. Get another armoire. The Blondie song, Call Me.
Chris Bale.
Debbie Harry dropped that down with Giorgio Moroder, your boy. Dropped that at fucking American Gigolo score. And that, if they can get me some Moroder feel now.
He's here.
He's right?
Put out a record last year.
Oh, so he's in. He's in. Bernthal, Moroder, Larroquette,
Bernthal,
Bale.
Moroder, step director.
Fuck. Yeah, sometimes that internet you can get lost because the clips can be short, but they're just enough.
But there's a lot of them.
Oh, there's so many. There's been a lot of
what
movies.
they lack in length, they make up for in
Take 30 seconds out of a
numers.
movie. I can give you 3,000 movies. Goodbye. Where you been last month?
Well,
Well, that took 730-second clips, and they were all good. We watched them over and over.
yeah. Yeah, it
That's what
gets you.
happens.
Can
They
you.
get in you. They get in your head. We learned about that on our documentary, The Social Dilemma. We learned about this.
I know.
We talked in our last episode, which was 831, about one-off documentaries as we close out this year and you're home around the holidays. I don't want a fucking series. I just want just a single one-off. I started putting together a list in 2020 of like movies I'm like, oh, this was worth watching. And then the list got so big that Jonathan and I decided
You have to do it.
we'll do it as
its own
a
show.
one-off
its
episode.
own podcast.
It's literally, and so I guess we'll see which ones you've seen, which ones could pique your interest. I felt bad because you said to me when we talked about Feels Good Man that I didn't tell you right away, and it wasn't, and I felt really bad about that.
Well, I just figured.
You know what it is? I realized I watch so many movies that what am I going to bug you?
Well,
I'm gonna bug you every day?
I mean,
You're a man. You got fucking.
you could, but
Okay.
also, what I figured is that it didn't hit on the right time cycle, because if it's within 24 hours or so of us seeing each other, then you will automatically wind up making a reference or referencing it when I'm here.
I forget about you after about 36 hours.
And about 36 hours, I'm no longer in rotation.
And then 24
anymore.
hours before a show,
No,
you come back
I mean
in.
the show. I meant Feels Good Man. Probably you watched it on a week where we didn't have shows, and by the time I came back, there's 37 things that you might suggest I watch between now and then.
Good call.
But that one it was like.
We're about to go on a
There's
fucking
no
journey.
way you would have seen that and not been like, oh,
This is
Jonathan's like
movie.
going to be all about
This is
this.
Jonathan's movie. But on 8:30,
We're going to go.
we're going to go on a journey together.
All of us.
All of us.
I have a list here of restaurants that have filed for bankruptcy during
Now, again, I don't know what that means.
COVID.
Okay.
Well, it means
In my mind, it means that
they're
your life
closing.
is over.
They're selling the chairs, and once it's gone, they close the doors. They're
you
trying to make up whatever they can make up by just selling shit, and then they're done.
And the people also go away.
But that's not.
doesn't mean.
I guess that
anything.
doesn't happen anymore.
It means that like they're given new money, and I don't even know.
So, Soup Plantation,
Except for the Soup Plantation, that
they actually closed.
they closed.
They closed their doors. JCPenney also
I didn't know that.
might be making that up.
Okay.
Jeff?
You've been wanting that to close for so long. You could just be
I
saying
think they
that.
might be shuttered.
You've always been saying that. I want that fucking penny to close. I want that penny to close.
I wish that penny was
Fuck! Jesus Christ, penny. Now, Soup Plantation, it seems wild because, I mean, in the middle of a global respiratory pandemic, open fucking salad bar seems like that would be the
no-brainer.
no-brainer. Why would keep it around?
Opened in 1978, closed in May of 2020.
Can you imagine?
Rips.
Rips. Kept me alive for a period of my life.
California Pizza Kitchen,
Oof.
I thought were actually shutting their doors. I can attest that I had lunch last week from one.
You added a CPK like this month.
Amazing. Like
Amazing.
less than 4 days ago.
Where did you get?
The Thai chicken
Pizza.
pizza.
You got a pizza, I bet.
Thai chicken pizza.
How's that? Must be good. With peanut sauce? What do they put on that?
Barbecue and peanut.
Oof. Love that. Was it delicious?
It was like
Oven fucking fresh.
it was so good.
How was your fucking Pizza Hut Beyond fucking pizza? How was that?
You know, it was okay, but stick that motherfucker the next day. I stick it in the air fryer,
Wait a minute.
and like I was like,
Came alive.
hello. So
Wow.
I believe what it is that it was just
Well, kitchen hack.
undercooked,
Okay.
and so this helped kind of like raise it
These
up.
are from the dead.
I will definitely order it again. Let's put it that way.
Okay.
Chuck E. Cheese opened in 1977, closing possibly this year. CPK is one of those situations. My understanding, they were going bankrupt. They were going to shutter. Somebody came in and has
Yeah.
picked them up, and now they're like kind of back again. And if you ask them when you go there, people are like, they're like, nope, we're not going anywhere. Like that.
How dare you?
How dare you?
Where'd you hear this?
But I can say that
We're just in there.
I
Pizza that good. How can you close?
I didn't go in. They met me outside, but they also have a very convenient app
System.
and outdoor system. So I mean,
Amazing.
I think they're gonna
So you just roll
they're
it
gonna
in,
pull through
You pop the trunk. Where'd they throw it?
anywhere I want.
Just put it right there.
You tell me.
Careful. Next to the dogs. Put it in between the dogs. Right there. Boom.
Chuck E. Cheese, 1977, currently not open. Obviously,
yeah, that's more of a sort of be there
plastic balls.
type. Yeah. can't
That's
do
probably
that.
not gonna
Can't do
come
that
back
at home.
anytime
Nope,
soon.
Nope, 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 nope.
Sizzler opened in 1958.
Again, another concept.
Another
People-
open
people thinking-
concept.
Open? Oh, you mean open concept as in? No, I don't mean it like new
everybody
architecture,
free
I mean-
for all human food troughs.
But what stops the breathing from the food?
Well-
A very thin
Very
layer.
thin and also not exactly placed in
Not
the
placed
correct
well.
place.
No, because it's like it's always the bottom, like the last third of each pan is just
Covered.
contaminated. If you took mac and cheese from the top, clean as a whistle. If you took it from the bottom, strep. From 30 different people.
Giuliani's famous mac and cheese.
Oh my God.
Ruby Tuesday. I don't even know what that is.
I've never eaten at a Ruby Tuesdays.
Are they not on the West Coast?
There's no one. Where's that little Levi's outlet that's in the Citadel? About 20 minutes that way.
There's one in there?
There's one there because I've looked at it and been like, it's like a waitress is kind of like a.
Oh, it says Ruby's.
Yeah, it's like
right?
She's like a 50s.
It's like a Johnny Rockets kind of wannabe.
Yeah, like, Ruby Tuesdays. Okay.
1972 to possibly closing this year. Rubio's Baja Grill.
Oh, Rubio's?
Opened in 1983.
Wow,
Maybe
Rubio's.
possibly might be losing that. And Friendly's. 1935.
That's
they
a real
opened.
Massachusetts treat right there.
Again, filed for bankruptcy during this time.
Yeah, it's a tough time, But that's life.
J.C. Penney, Jeff?
Because it's alive
Because
and
they're
well?
gone, man.
Yeah, because it's gone. They scrubbed it from the internet.
It's too late, bro.
Can't even find anything. I go to the Wayback Machine. There's no
mention of it.
mention of the penny. It's tough.
It's like a Mandela effect.
Yeah,
it's like it never happened.
What, like JC? What? That was never a chain.
I don't know what you're saying.
I don't know what you mean. Marshalls? Ross? Sears.
Speaking of bankruptcies,
Wow.
the Boy Scouts of America,
How the Boy Scouts doing?
they were founded in 1910.
Oh man, you think things are bad now? What were they doing back in 1910 in the woods?
110 million boys
110 million boys passed through there, huh?
have participated.
Oh, they bet. Is that what they call it? Participating? Just because one person's into it, that don't mean participation. Participation is a two-way street, I believe.
What's Mystery's term?
Yeah, compliance.
Compliance.
The Compliance Scouts of America welcomes you to the woods. Send your kids.
Now,
I guess in 1910 they didn't fucking know anything. They were, drinking milk and like.
I don't know. It seems like everyone knew something
Everybody
at every
knew
time.
every time.
Everyone always knew something.
Isn't it amazing?
Currently, there's about 1 million adult
Male volunteers.
Volunteers. Payless volunteers.
Oh, you want to do this and not get paid? It better be great what I'm getting. Well, are you into this? Yeah. Well, then have at it. If you're getting paid would be, it'd be too much.
They filed for bankruptcy in February of this year due to legal payouts to Scout members, former Scout members, sexually abused throughout the years.
Yeah.
They are currently facing 92,700 open and active claims.
That's a lot of claims.
Now, of those, let's just say there's a few that maybe aren't true.
You think somebody's trying to get in there and?
Let's just
Like in a
say
class
out of 92,000, maybe.
Me too. No, I say 92,000. Take out the few, but then
92,700. Let's say that 700 of them are fraudulent.
83,000 never got filed though, so it makes up for that.
Yeah, true.
A lot. You guys need to stop being an organization.
Well,
is how we're going to do this.
It's crazy.
From now
It
on.
says it right in the title.
Which part?
Boy Scouts.
Boy Scouts.
Like we scout
them
for boys.
for talent.
I mean,
Should have known that.
it says it. They named it that.
Right in the heading, it tells you what they're about. Soup plantation.
Right.
It's right there. What am I going to find here? Guarantee you're going to be some soup.
Yeah. Boy Scouts.
Boy Scouting. No, it's I'm sorry.
We're Scouts.
Boy Scouting.
No,
of
it's like
America.
the boys are Scouts. No, we're Scouts for boys. We scout for boys.
American boys.
We're the Boy Scouts.
Since 1910,
Where the boys hang out.
where the boys hang out, deep in the woods, in a tent with a 41-year-old single male volunteer. I'm telling you, man, is everything fucking cool? Literally, organizations built that have existed for 100. Not anymore. We take them down now.
It's over.
Maybe if these motherfucking people that are yelling about cheese pizzas took all of the fucking time and energy on the fucking things that weren't real and turned all their attention to the literal fucking psychotic fucking shit that is going on.
Very good point.
Maybe that could do something.
But isn't that crazy that it's so much easier and more I don't know what it is, more fulfilling for them to believe in this crazy,
To yell at Tom Hanks instead of Chester?
like, what's the deal?
I don't know.
Why
I don't know.
why place that, point a finger in such an arbitrary direction when there's such a blatant, because I'll tell you why. I mean, I won't tell you why, like I know,
Okay.
but I mean, my guess is that because there isn't any, because what they get from it is
Okay.
the rush of believing that they know something that other people don't.
Oh, yeah.
And that the reality of,
crusading
like,
against-
do you want to go and see these people and
Well,
try to
yeah.
like get them to like
Yeah.
have meaningful relationships again? Like, no, you don't have any time for that. You just want to sit and scream at the top of your
Yeah.
lungs about how everyone's living in the dark.
Yeah.
You know, it's like a projection of like, it's the feeling. I believe it's the feeling because I know that I've definitely felt it before, mistakenly,
Meaning,
believing that I've like cracked
Discovered,
some
like-
code that like, oh, you guys don't get it, man. You know,
yeah.
but like the rush that you maybe get from like
that you were part of the
that you-
original fucking
that you know.
chemtrail crew,
that you know
the CTC.
about false flags.
Yeah, man, it's called the chemtrail crew. We're the CTC posse. That's what the jacket
probably don't
stands
get it.
for. You probably don't understand. Do you have an internet connection? Yeah. Yeah.
But isn't that it?
I don't know what
Isn't that
is.
it?
I don't know anything about anything.
It's
I
wanting to
have no
believe in
what
the
is going
fantasy
on.
because the fantasy is much easier to deal with than the
Yeah,
reality.
And trekking up into
Than
the
the
woods.
cold-
Yeah, sitting up a tree with a flashlight and like swinging down and like doing something. I have here
Like Batman?
questions
Yes.
from a growth ed. We've done this before. This is a teacher, an adult woman who comes into a school and she is there for the students that have questions about sexuality.
Uh-huh.
And what we now call, we don't call it sex ed anymore, we call it growth ed, about the body as it
The
changes.
parts of it that grow in
Parts
certain
of it that grow-
circumstances.
Yes. So we have questions.
Scenario-based growth.
Scenario-based growth.
But this is a woman who.
So these are, I don't want to show the camera because.
But this is a woman who
this
listens
penmanship
to
good.
our show.
This is a woman
Who's
and her
familiar with
husband
our show.
Listen to the show. We've done these questions. I think we did them last year around this time. So these are newly submitted questions from another school year, like kids coming of age.
Yes.
For males, is there some sort of pad for when the fluid comes out?
What?
For males.
I know. I heard
Okay.
you. I'm just. Well, I guess is there?
Well, I got the two best answers from the husband and wife. His answer was a sock, and the teacher's answer was dem titties. Both being very funny.
Listen. This is,
Joking, being very funny. I don't believe she gave that answer to the students, but
mean-
what an amazing answer.
it's
Dem
the best.
titties.
That's the best.
It's the only answer.
The best
Now,
answer. But is there
Is there a pad?
a pad for when it comes out?
When the fluid comes out.
But without on its own. Is that what it means? Is that
don't
what
know what he means.
that means?
It could maybe
An uncontrollable release of the fluid?
could be liken it to a female. Maybe we were learning about sort of menstrual cycles and maybe.
Improvise.
Can you accidentally have a baby?
I mean, about
81%,
half,
81%
at
of the
least-
world's population.
yeah.
Literally, how many people exist?
77%.
33 people on the planet Earth somebody
Currently.
planned for currently. 333 people in the United States.
Were
Their
planned.
parents were like, "Let's go for
I
it.
want one.
I want one.
Let's get it.
Let's make it." Can you accidentally have a baby? Why do people touch private part?
That's
How do you answer?
that's too vast.
Because of the devil.
It
That's what I
starts
would
with
say.
the devil.
Kids, it starts with Satan.
What do you know about
The-
Lucifer?
let me tell you about the Luciferian rebellion. All the answers to the questions that you're going to ask me, one answer: Devil. And I would put a picture up of one of the devil ones with the real goatees, those really like fancy devils.
Yeah.
From the old timey.
Yeah, like for like Mardi Gras festivals.
Yeah, Mardi Gras devil.
Like pulling like a bottle of wine.
Pulling something out of like with an X on it, 3 X's on a bottle, like a jug. Why does it feel good to touch pubic areas?
Is this a ESL class?
These are they are little kids.
Little?
Not little, but I'll show you the penmanship. They're like kids. They're
really
like young kids.
I thought they were like
no, they're not like
quite
12 or something.
Okay,
You know,
all right. Why does it though? Well, again,
why does it feel
starts
good?
with the devil.
Kids. I could go through each individual
But
question,
let me just.
But again,
I just want to put this up.
you ever been to New Orleans? No Mardi Gras 2021 canceled.
First time in
Right now, done.
What?
I don't know, 400 fucking years.
They
probably.
didn't cancel it for Katrina that year or something. They didn't.
No, I'm sure
that
they
was
still,
it.
Like,
that
they
was
tried
like
to
get
you know,
there.
Like people just in rowboats. Like, look at this crew.
Yeah.
Can you shave a penis?
Yes.
Yeah.
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 I mean, I wouldn't really think of it as shaving a penis, but maybe the groin area. I don't really.
What about a penis?
Yes.
Can you get a straight edge? Could you go to a barber?
Give me a fade.
When Jesus gets his license
Clean my shit up.
as a licensed barber,
Line
can I
me-
bring this
line my-
picture in
line
and
my
say,
shit up.
Line this up. I want it to be fucking wavy. Can you do that to my dick? If you can't, you do not get your license. That's
your
the final.
It's your final.
It's your final exam. What do I do if it feels good when I touch my penis? You take your wrists together, you walk to a parent or guardian, and you say, tape these hands together. Tape these hands
lay
together.
them on the stove.
You put them, you what kind? You have a gas or electric? Close your eyes and you do one Hail Mary. Hail Mary, full of grace. Keep it in there.
Keep it in there.
You can't pull it out.
Till you're done.
And you can't go fast. You have to you can go fast, but not super fast.
Right. You have to say each word.
So Hail Mary, full of grace. Yeah, as long as you can enunciate for a full Hail Mary. Ugh. Don't girls feel like a little tingle in vagina when they are watching two people kiss, or you think about kissing?
I hope so.
I pray. I know that's true. And why don't we focus more on that? Why do we try to suppress that? Why do we do that?
I don't know.
Let's celebrate
Do
that.
we?
I think we have.
We have.
And I think now,
No-
again, what
no
you decided
loss.
last year, starting with, I mean, man, these kids,
Yeah.
talk about a liberation. I don't know. When do you think people were just like fucking the most? Was it like whenever I watched so much shit in like the late 60s and it was just like, was that like a fuck fest? Or is like now a fuck fest because there's like so much porn? Or like, do we got to go to like old timey times when there was a period of like, I don't know.
I don't know.
I want to know.
I think the 60s.
You think that was a real pop off, like maybe 66 to 70? Maybe it was a good,
Maybe it was like the
a
deal.
lot of good fucking. Don't girls feel a little ting? Yes, they do. Well, they can. It's whatever. They can, they cannot. There's no wrong answers here, is what I'd say.
70s?
70s maybe, when it was like
just
when
got
it was
all
lib and like the pill
coked
and
out.
like, I don't know, man. Is it right now? I mean, I'm on fucking.
Might
I
be
spent
now.
more time on TikTok in the last fucking month, and like, man, oh man.
Well, sexualized versus having sex.
Okay, that's a great point.
I think that's.
But doesn't sexualization
No, I
do
think
something to the brain?
I
It
think
does
at
the
some point it
opposite.
flips. It flips.
So you're saying we're gonna have a generation of nuns?
Well,
gonna.
I think the numbers are that we don't fuck as much.
Interesting.
But maybe I'm off there.
When do boys get periods? 30?
It's 33.
It depends.
30 for me, it was 33.
31. Do you get part of someone's genes if you marry them? I love that question. Do you get part of someone's genes? In a way, you do.
Yeah.
You do. I mean, maybe not in like a strict DNA genetic code, but like maybe borrow genes. Like Boyfriend genes? Is that what he means? Oh, that's what he means.
But
Boyfriend
also,
genes.
but just through proximity, I mean, the people start to morph into each other
they start
too. So
looking
like
at
you
see
do
couples,
kind of,
like every single couple, like you guys
Kind
are,
of.
How man, you guys, what a great family, brother and sister.
Yeah.
Every couple I see.
Yeah, you look alike.
You guys look exactly alike, and you're dressed exactly alike, and your bodies are exactly the same. How is that possible?
Cohabitation,
So what? It makes the bodies and everything just becomes the same.
You'll find out one day.
Fuck.
You'll see one day.
Like, you look a little. You look an inch
Maybe in your
shorter.
60s,
You look
Seth.
an inch shorter.
You'll experience.
What's the worst thing that can happen to men during puberty? They start hating girls. That's what happens. Up until that point, everything's fine, right?
I don't know.
And then they turn into little monsters.
I don't know what.
I gotta know the age. I see these kids. These kids are just. They're just little bundles of joy. They don't see no gender. They don't see race. They see humans. And then they hit puberty. How do females get sperm?
Well,
How do they get it?
they gotta work. For
They got to work. You got to earn it. You got to put in the work. That's what you got to do. Listen to me in the front row.
Look at me.
Look at me. You got to fucking earn it. What color is semen? That's a great question. I don't know what the actual color.
It's creamy white,
Creamy white. I
pearlescent,
What is it?
pearlescent.
It's a pearlescent. What a tough job. You're walking a fucking fine line over
Holy
here.
smokes!
You're walking a fine lawsuit line.
Absolutely. I mean,
You can't give an answer and not get a lawsuit. They must sign a contract when you walk in there that like you vet the person. She's gold. You can't have some fucking guy off the streets teaching this. You get a woman in there, she's above board, and then she's got to sign something like you can't come at me. I can't get a lawsuit on fucking New Year's because I said pearlescent. And that sounded too sensual. Because pearlescent sounds like the sexiest fucking color. What color are the walls? Are they white? They're pearlescent. They're sparkling pearlescent, like my sperm.
Just like sperm.
Just like man sperm. Man alive. Tough sledding over there in Growth Ed.
Yeah, it's no joke.
What a dream. If we could have dipped into any year, any decade other than before last month, a sex ed class at any American public school in this fucking country, from middle school to high school, if we could have had somebody in there with a fucking camera recording what the gym teacher, like assistant football coach, was teaching.
The misinformation.
Oh my God, the misinformation. It would be an absolute, I mean, you can find the old ones on YouTube that are real like crazy, like a woman and whatever. I need like 1989 assistant wrestling coach teaches fucking sex ed.
Yeah.
You know?
Second divorce.
Yeah. Fucking, let me tell you something.
Never made a woman come in his life.
Whoever doesn't know that is. Fucking motherfucker. Kill all you.
I'll kill all of you.
Kill all you.
I don't even know what this is, man.
What is that?
This is Pepsi apple pie.
Pepsi apple pie. How's that possible?
It doesn't sound good or possible. This is a cinnamon,
So Pepsi.
buttery crust, apple flavored
Pepsi.
2-liter.
2 liter of Pepsi pie.
There's only 1,500 bottles.
What do you mean?
There's a giveaway.
Oh, so I can't just get this.
Well,
gotta win.
You have to win. You got to compete.
I gotta earn it.
This is the Pepsi Apple Pie Challenge. It's
Oh man.
happening on TikTok and Twitter.
Oh god, dude.
Send
in your
This is hashtag baking fails.
Send in your baking fails. Jonathan.
What, man?
Man, oh man.
Gotta stay.
Gotta stay in. Hot.
Gotta stay in and hot. But that sounds nasty.
Buttery crust. Cinnamon.
Soda?
Apple.
Soda?
Crisp.
Brown soda? Brown soda, though.
Pass those mashed potatoes. Let me wash that down with some apple pie Pepsi.
No.
How'd you win? I sent in my baking fail. I did baking soda instead of baking powder. Baking fail. Hashtag it.
I don't
like things.
want to taste that.
I don't want to taste it. I don't want to be a part of it. I don't want to find out who wins it. If I see another motherfucker standing in front of a Corvette I didn't win, or another motherfucker having a drink I ain't going to have.
I don't know. These holidays are going to be rough.
These holidays could send a lot of people to some really dark places.
I would think.
So keep an eye on your people.
Yeah.
Check in. Hey, I'm checking in. I haven't heard from you in like
worried.
23 days.
I'm very worried.
You know what I mean? That happens. Like, you go like I haven't heard from this fool in like 23 days. And then I'll get like, man, I like, it got dark. Yeah, on day 18, I was going to check in, but I was making a doc list for the show. So
I waited a while.
So I waited 5 days, mentioned it on the podcast, still didn't dip in. Talk shit that had been 23 days. Oh, shit. It is like, I mean, we were at terminal velocity in February.
Yeah.
This experiment done failed. You proved your point.
No, I mean...
You proved your point, Anunnaki. You did it, Grays.
I know.
You did it. You got us. Reptilians, you found us. You shapeshifted. You beat us. We can't do it.
Did we think...
We could. Okay, so we can't go a year without like seeing or talking to anyone. We can't do it. Great. Who cares? Big deal. That doesn't make us failures.
I would have guessed that.
Well, they proved it.
I know, but
I'm saying
prior, I would have been like,
10 months?
don't do that.
Crazy. It's going to be terrible. Don't do that. But the reptilians, they don't care. They shapeshift.
Well, we're like their playthings.
We're like their playthings. Literally.
I mean, we are.
We literally are. We're pawns in their fucking sick game.
Their board game called
Earth. Game called Fucks. That's what they call us.
Fucks by Earth.
Fucks. Oh yeah, we thought they could make it till the summer of 2021. I bet they have a lot of bets going on. You know, one of them up there. One of the senators up there, a space senator in Gloop Glorp.
I got 100,000 Gloop Glorps on.
I got 4th of July, 121,000 Gloop Glorps on 4th of July, 2021.
Riding on this.
Oh no, he went off the deep end around Thanksgiving, huh?
Earlier than I thought.
Oh, he didn't show up at the table, and no one knew. Like there was an empty seat, but no one checked on him. Hey, you gonna check on that empty seat? No, I got a doc to watch.
List.
Got a huge doc list. What do you got there?
I didn't know this.
Tell me.
Amazon Prime Video?
Oh, I didn't know this either. What do you think about this? I think it's true.
Oh, I think it's true, but what do you think about it conceptually?
Conceptually,
I think it's the fairest, most just.
I think it's the only way we should live.
According to a listener of this show.
So this is, again, we can't. I was looking at it, was like I was going to check a show, but I'm like, I really want to do it I'm going to wait for me for a show I'm going to watch.
Amazon Prime Video releases their shows on GMT, which is Greenwich Mean Time. So, and this is the this is the mean solar time at the Royal Observatory in Greenwich, London, England. So 4 p.m. in LA would be midnight in London. But my other understanding is that is actually the most accurate.
In terms of like, what time is it?
That is the most accurate as far as time, because all other time zones vary from Greenwich, and also they are off slightly.
So that's how Bezos did it.
Like we did it. Like, obviously, we break it up into hours, but if you were to really do it, it would actually be like...
Yeah, every 4 years, it's like a half second. So you really,
Think about it.
Think about it.
So anyway.
So if you got
But rather than being like East Coast time, West Coast time, like how about like world time?
How about Thursday afternoon watching your Friday show? That's how Bezos gave it to us. Wow.
That's what's up.
But we don't know that.
We go by the world clock, but this is totally made up by a listener.
So yeah, somebody like, I'm going to burn them. I hope they say it on the show.
I hope Seth talks about it before he checks it.
It sounds real. I was like, I'm going to save it for Bosch.
It's legit.
You like it.
I'm going to go with it.
He's right.
Sunday, February 7th, Super Bowl number 55, starring the New Orleans Saints and some other to-be-determined team. That's Super Bowl 55. It's at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida.
Okay, so you said that was going to be the New Orleans Saints. You don't have your quarterback. Go on.
Still really doing well.
What about
really
Tampa
well.
Bay?
So, no home team has ever played
Interesting.
at their home.
54 Super Bowls. It's never happened.
Never happened.
Could it happen this year?
Yeah,
Interesting.
possible.
Interesting.
Halftime show has been booked
so I'm
already.
watching the game. You claim Saints, probably Cowboys, could be Tampa Bay. Who do I get?
For the halftime show,
Because I need it.
you get
The Pepsi halftime show.
the Pepsi apple
Apple
pie
pie. Apple
halftime
crisp.
show, starring Abel, aka
Abel Ferrar.
Abel Ferrar.
Weird.
The Weekend.
The Weekend, you say. Interesting. Halftime show. Okay. What's that catalog? I'm not a...
No,
I mean, I know there's that face one.
I can't feel my
You
face.
can't feel it. And I guess he'll sing that and they'll have all the extras like dancing, like rubbing like fucking cocaine on their gums. And I'm not sure. There's that Starboy with our friends.
Who's that with? Daft
DP,
Punk?
yeah. And so he's just going to sing that song and so we'll just watch it. Interesting. Curious choice. Catalog.
Kind of a curious choice, I
It's a
think.
curious choice.
Yeah. I'd agree with that.
Yeah.
Also, has Drake done it yet?
Is he what?
Done the halftime show?
Has Aubrey ever done the half?
Because that would be, I mean,
appropriate.
well, I would say
Catalog of hits.
you're going to tell me that The Weeknd has gotten to do the Super Bowl before Drake.
Drake?
It doesn't make much sense to me. And I only say that because they're both from Toronto and stuff. I mean,
Because
that
you're shocked that you're finding out that The Weeknd is performing at the halftime show of the Super Bowl.
doesn't make any sense.
All right. Do you think Drake's pissed?
Musically, it doesn't totally make
Musically,
sense.
it doesn't make sense. Because
He's not like Prince.
No, he's not Prince. He's more singing like sort of a crooning R&B. Is D'Angelo...
ever done it.
Has D'Angelo ever done the Super Bowl halftime show?
That I not that I recall.
I think he did it 3 years ago.
Has Drake done it?
I don't think Drake has done it.
Drake needs to do it. That's a lot of jams, big party songs that everybody knows.
Everybody knows.
Nobody knows any Weekend songs.
I don't think so.
I mean, I know like the first mixtape.
Okay. Yeah, I only know the face one with the cocaine. I don't know.
That's not an appropriate
Is that
Super Bowl
appropriate
song.
for the Super Bowl during COVID?
Stay at home
I can't
Super
feel
Bowl.
my face. Yeah, you also can't have no fucking taste or no smell. So what's appropriate, COVID? I have a song. Basically, the song is about the symptoms of the virus that's raging through the
Ripping
world.
through the
And
world
let me
right now.
sing that song to you. What time is it? I have something. I don't want it to go. Might be too long. It's I'd have to save it.
Let's save it.
I guess I do a quick update on. I didn't want to mention this anymore because it's people get
Upset?
My obsession with Charlie D'Amelio getting to 100 million followers on TikTok. There was a little bit of a snafu earlier this week. On Monday the 16th, she premiered her episode Dinner with the D'Amelios with her sister and parents.
What's that on?
I watched that. I think it's on YouTube. I think it's and James Charles, the internet makeup impresario, was the first guest. Very charming. A lot of people found her and her sister were disrespectful to the personal chef in the house, and there's been a canceling backlash on this 16-year-old girl, and was at 99.5 million. So I thought as we cruised in to Thanksgiving, she's lost 1 million people in the last 72 hours. So we'll see. That really, I was right there. Wanted to know the song, wanted to learn the dance, so we could do it. And then now I'm 1 million people back, so we'll see. But there could be a double backlash against cancel culture where more people come out in defense.
Yeah, this could be.
And she could make up that
You
million
could wake
and a half.
up in the morning.
It could happen right now.
It could be done by the time we're done with this
Yeah.
show. It could have happened.
What happened? Yeah.
She could have
So many
dropped a doozy.
People got really upset, so they came out strong for her. So that's that. This is UhhYeahDude.
Yes.
This was episode 832 of my favorite podcast. It's my number one favorite podcast. And that includes all podcasts. politics,
You name them.
sports,
Esports.
esports,
Those ones that just do mixology
the
stuff.
ones that just take a song and talk about it. My favorite podcast is UhhYeahDude. So to be here today and see it like
It's an honor.
It's an
In
honor
real
to-
IRL.
it was amazing for me
Thank you.
tonight. So well, let me get this straight. It's my favorite podcast. I'm gonna be in the room where it happened. You are.
You are.
Congratulations. I still get to listen to it again
Yep.
when he leaves. Oh yeah.
Yeah, no problem.
No problem. He'll put it on a little thing. He'll give it to you.
Give
He'll
it
zip
to
it. Put it on a little CD.
Burn it on a CD.
Man, all those CDs, all those blank CDs we used to have back
Where are
in the
those?
day.
Those in the box?
Those got to be in the box. They got to be in the archives.
You wouldn't have tossed those?
But how am I going to toss something the Smithsonian comes asking for? Oh, I tossed them. They're right here. They're
Yeah, I
called
used to
compact
burn
discs.
when I would finish the episodes. We would finish the episodes here at 4:00 in the morning, and I would then burn them so that Seth could listen to them because
Pop them into my
Seth didn't know how to.
boom box.
He didn't know how to listen to them otherwise.
I had bandanas tied on the sides of my boom box.
So he would listen on CD and then call me and be like,
That was the funniest thing I've
"That
ever
was
heard.
funny.
It's my favorite podcast.
Put that one up. This is my favorite podcast."
Would
now."
be you're like, but there's only 6 other podcasts. But the fact I'm still saying that now with this 600,000
something.
testament.
Come back for
I
833.
don't know how in I want to go on some podcasts I listened to this week that was such fucking straight trash garbage.
But by like
Monster people.
highly respected, hugely famous.
Dog.
Listen,
Household names.
man. Absolutely.
25 minutes of just
I know.
fucking dribble.
It's
I'm going to leave it at that. But
888-842-2357.
I'm right there. You want to talk about someone going, I'm right there. You're not going to mean anything because they won't hear it, but I'll tell them. So if I ever see them in real life, like I listened to 25 minutes of your shit.
You're trash.
And it was you're trash.
You're a trash.
You're trash. Oh, sorry.
Oh, my bad. Is that
My
your
bad. Is
that
that
your
okay?
child?
That's your child. You
shouldn't
know,
have
listen,
said that.
No,
Listen.
listen. Your mom, she's fantastic.
Don't
And
get
she-
me wrong.
And she provides.
But
And then I would say, oh my God, look, it's Charlie D'Amelio. The kid would turn and be
then
like,
you'd
you're
be
fucking
like,
trash.
You're
You're fucking
garbage ass.
trash. Don't laugh with your shit. And I want to laugh. Is it a comedy podcast?
I don't know.
Then what the fuck are we doing here?
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Then what the fuck are we doing here?
I don't know.
You're either fucking laughing or you ain't laughing. What are we doing here?
I don't know.
World's on fire. What do you want to do? You want to come here and laugh?
Or you want to?
Well, what's it about?
Is this a?
What's
yeah.
it about?
Is
Is
this
it about sports?
true crime or is this?
True crime? Somebody get murdered? I'm sure. Tell me about it in 8 parts. That's one thing. Or do a deep dive on this over here. Or tell me about fucking football. Talk about fucking football. And talk about like how many like yards per pass play, per circumference on third down. Fine. But if you're doing a fucking comedy podcast, don't have me listen for 25 minutes and be like, what the fuck are you talking about? Enormous.
The biggest.
Dog.
The biggest.
The biggest people.
Yeah. Well.
We'll just leave it at that. Listen.
I guess the cream doesn't always rise to the top,
Listen,
huh?
I don't want
Or
to.
does it eventually?
Listen,
or
no,
what?
never does.
Never. Always
Never
falls
does.
to the bottom.
Always falls to the
curdles
bottom.
and falls to
Worst
the bottom.
people in the world, can't stop seeing them. But it's really about the holiday spirit. So let's let me take a breath.
Let me curb this for
Let
a
me
sec.
curb stomp this fucking unfun. No, this one. Your mom is an absolute treasure, and I
Look,
say
it's
that-
Charlie.
Look, it's Charlie and Dixie. Boom! You're trash. You are trash. Oh, yeah. No, I thought it was them. Thought
Sorry,
it was them.
my bad.
My bad.
My,
Crazy.
my old man eyes.
Oh, these old peeps. Because the mask and the fog and that was just nope. So listen, in the spirit of the holidays,
God bless you all.
God bless everyone, all the great comedians, all the great laughs they don't bring. They bring
Most certainly brought
all
some
the fucking energy they put into something,
effort.
all the effort. Did you just show up and you spent 20 minutes on the fucking phone call of somebody asked you a question and now have you done anything for this one? Oh no, you're really just riffing.
Well, doesn't it?
Is that the
Doesn't it? No, but isn't that
But this person wasn't
indicative
speaking to
of
the-
a?
She wasn't talking to
But
somebody.
isn't that mean that the person doesn't respect the genre, the platform?
They disrespect the platform
that I don't
invented.
need to
I don't
prepare myself for this because
They gave this to me.
This is not.
It's
This
not a
isn't.
thing.
It's insignificant. It's
This
not
is
a thing.
insignificant to my awesome life and my beautiful children that Seth's whispering to. And that must make you angry because you invented a medium, a platform, a new artistic expression.
It's the thought that it is a
afterthought.
It's an aside at best.
I guess I got to do it. Everyone else has one. Where do I go?
Or that it's not.
Well, you're so great. We don't worry about it. Just talk. You be you.
That's what I mean.
You're so great.
Well, I mean, again.
You're so great. Just talk about bullshit for 25 minutes and stuff. Sit there and be like, is anything funny going to get said?
Am I going to kill myself today?
It's today. It is today. No one checked on them. Luckily, do shows often enough that you have to stop in, and so it can't. I haven't heard from them. But listen, in the spirit, in the holiday spirit, it's peace and love to us all as we gather and we check on our people that we haven't heard from.
Don't gather too much.
Actually, don't gather at all, but check on your people via modern technology, email,
drive-bys.
phone, drive-bys, text, Zoom. Just get
you name it,
get
but
them,
just not hand to
don't
hand.
let Ferris Bueller you how Ferris set up that elaborate. Oh, I'm home. Don't let him pull that.
Ferris.
Yeah, I zoomed him, and you put up a fake, a dummy of you with a pre-recorded. I am fine. Merry Hanukkah. I checked on him. He covered all the bases.
Covered all the holidays.
No one's heard of him. That was him? You sure? Because with the connections, everything looks so shoddy,
Yeah.
So don't check on your people so they're not pre-recording that they're fine. I am fine. All of the comedy podcasts that I have listened to have left me in wonderful spirits and optimistic about future.
We are listener supported, ad-free, commercial-free. If you would like to support this show in that way.
That's another fucking thing. In this 25 minutes, and I'm going to ask him because he knows what I'm talking about, and they're my good friend. This person unseamlessly wove in very long asides about two different fucking products.
But also,
it was insane.
But you're talking about somebody who is so fucking rich.
The person I'm talking about is so rich and famous that I'm standing up right now and casting a spell on you.
That's
what
why
is it?
would
What
you?
is enough? What is the?
But to do so little preparation for what you're gonna do and talk about, but then obviously make sure you have all your ad material set aside so you can do. I'm like, it's criminal.
It's literally illegal. It is criminal, illegal behavior. No. You're so fucking funny. What is the show? It's just you. It's named after you. It's you. It's just you, we'll call it. Just you with insert celebrity name. But do I have to do it? You don't gotta do anything. Talk about a dream. Talk about a show. Talk about this. Talk about that kid. Just talk. For an hour. Do it every week. Here. Oh, talk about these two products that you just put right in front of you. But talk about them.
But just talk about them.
Talk about them.
Just chat about them.
Hey, where do you want the paycheck? Do you want to go? How do you want to go?
Where
should go?
Transfer?
Where do we go? Do we transfer
direct
it? Give it to you? Do we put it in a briefcase? Or how do we get it to you?
You name it.
How do you want it? How do you want more money? In between canceled television shows.
Well, I know.
Well, you need a pit stop. I'm not working. My show doesn't start until like fucking Conan O'Brien. I'm leaving late night. I'm going streaming. He's going HBO Max? Yeah. Going HBO Max in the next summer.
But in the meantime,
do this. I got here.
Can't stop.
TBA. Stop.
Can't stop.
Can't stop.
It's a sickness.
It's a sickness. Clinical sickness. Needs to be diagnosed. Needs to be treated immediately. We're taking you. You can't have it. We want to see what happens. That's the new fucking show. What the fuck happens to you?
Yeah.
We take away your shit. Take it all away. Live.
Just go live.
Go live, Reg.
Just go deal.
Go deal, Reg.
if you could go to our Patreon and pledge to the show,
Please,
please.
please, 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 please.
Um,
and
Thank you. Yeah, for sure.
Everyone that's fucking called the voicemail, everyone that's fucking pledged, anyone that's ever bought some merch, anyone that's ever sent some mail, thank you for telling a friend. I mean, this fucking odd endeavor that we're coming up on 15 years, it's such a wild thing, especially this year where we did this crazy look back and this crazy year that has been a year of like really kind of made us all kind of, I guess, take stock and like, what the fuck is this whole thing about life?
I mean,
it's really been
a lot.
Mindfuck.
Not just, I mean, not even just the.
But the idea that like the experiment is like kind of like it's just begun. Like these us pawns that they're teasing us, and they can't just say, oh, we got him. It did only take till Thanksgiving. That this is gonna not get like better and only get crazier. It's like, come on.
I think for a while here, it's gonna.
But
just
what the fuck, yo?
I don't know, but it's not. It doesn't look good right now.
It's not healthy. What are we supposed to fucking do here?
It doesn't look.
They're talking about fatigue.
Promising.
Like, yeah.
No, it's going to have more
Repercussions?
of an effect than
Major
it has
repercussions?
already, and it already has had an effect. And some of those effects we aren't completely aware of because we're too busy living in them.
Okay.
Like, I don't know if we know how different we are.
I like this. How? Okay. Because we can't. Because you're like.
Because we are.
in the midst of it.
Because we're in the midst of dealing with that.
Won't be until we hopefully get out the other side of it at some point.
Now, come back.
Oh, yes.
Also, go to our website, UhhYeahDude.com.
Good website.
We have some wonderful new merchandise
Okay,
that we are going to be putting up for sale, or that it should be up for sale by the time you're hearing this.
Put in the cart, like boom.
That way you can receive these things, or a loved one that loves the show could receive said things by the holidays.
Beautiful.
It's been a long time since we've done a new drop, and there are some wonderful new products available. The majority of which were designed by a relatively new homie, Infinite Deadness, who's out in the UK, I believe.
How's that name?
He makes really dope dead shit that I responded to.
I like that. So you had that.
But he, I believe, listens to the show, and
the two of you found that.
not believe listens to the show.
Listens to the show.
That's how we got up. But
Oof.
there's some heady dead stuff that he does too.
You don't start a podcast with him. Don't fuck with me.
With a
It could be a dead podcast. You could do that. Just
British dead podcast.
British dead podcast. Well, what do I talk about? It doesn't matter. It's you.
Just
You be you.
Just have $1 million.
Just here's $1
Have
million.
just-
But it just be you. But I don't have to
But I don't have anything to talk about.
But
I haven't prepared.
Listen, no one does.
I don't have time to prepare.
It doesn't matter. Just move your mouth. Let sounds come out for an hour, and we'll put it on the internet. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I'm worried.
But
Don't
I'm worried.
worry.
But I'm worried about
But
it.
I'm not worried because they're not.
No.
Because what's to worry about?
Because if they were, they would do something about it.
if they were worried, they would fucking do something.
Or they'd say, "I'm worried about this."
I've been doing this show for 15 years. Do you know that I sometimes I'll have dreams of that we're about to do a live show and we don't have anything or we're not prepared.
No
We have
cards.
Yeah.
It's like you have no,
Decade and a
no
half
pants
in.
on, no cards.
Yeah.
Walk out naked with
Yeah.
no cards.
Ah!
Yeah. What can you do, man? We
come
just
back-
come back for the next one.
8:33.
Yeah.
We're going
We're
to
going
take
hard.
the year 2020.
This is a new.
This is a.
This is
We've
a
never
new.
done. Have we never?
I don't
done?
believe this is maybe a
never
new
done an
new style.
We're
new
gonna
format.
We're gonna that way when we finish the episode, we're gonna go through documentaries from 2020, and then that will allow you. Hey, you know what? I want to watch a documentary.
Yeah. Have you
right
got
now.
some downtime over the next
No, we're not
next
doing,
month or so?
We're doing one-offs, not series.
Yeah. 888-842-2357 toll-free voicemail. And
888-842-2357.
come back for 832. 833.
833. Seatbelts.
Seatbelts.